Almost 2 years before D-Day, American troops were already storming into Europe, striking the Nazis from the sky. And while they ultimately became the masters of the air, it came at an incredible cost. The casualty rate of the 8th Air Force alone was second only to submarines, and fewer than 1 in 4 of its crew members could expect to complete his tour of duty. Sadly, Lieutenant George Wilson of Bountiful did not complete his tour. His bomber was hit and he crashed in France. His body was never recovered until now. Emma Benson spoke with a man who played a major role in bringing him home. Emma?
Yeah, Deanie, check this out. This here's a piece of Lieutenant Wilson's plane discovered from the wreckage of the crash in France. And now, 80 years later, his family here in Utah can finally have some closure.
His friends called him Frankie.
For Eric Bornemeyer, the story of George Wilson is one of heroism and sacrifice.
He was a pilot of a B-17 bomber.
George, granduncle to Eric's wife, served in World War II. On July 8th, 1944.
They were 2 minutes from bomb drop, got hit with flak. He kept that plane up so his crew could bail out.
George was never to be found. That was until Memorial Day 2018, when Eric and his wife started searching for answers.
This is the formation that Frankie was flying.
Declassified documents helped Eric identify the place where George's plane had likely crashed, a small town in France.
I told my wife, I'm getting off the plane in Paris and I'm going to spend 2 days and just look around.
Eric connected with the local reporter and several townspeople who helped him search a nearby field, where on July 8th, 2018,
so we started to pick up metal parts and pieces.
They found the plane's wreckage.
We found the site 2.5 months into starting the project, and on the day of to almost the hour of the anniversary of his crash.
The next mission, find George. In late 2024, Eric's family got the news they'd been waiting for.
They called the family and said that we have a positive ID on remains.
8 decades later, Frankie was finally coming home. Eric says once they get his remains, they'll bury him here in Bountiful, next to his sister and parents.
I get to bring George back to his mom.
Now, a family reunited.
In a time where we talk little about miracles, it reminds you that they still exist.
Lieutenant George Wilson will be laid to rest in the Bountiful Cemetery on July 8th of this year with full military honors, including a gun salute and flyover with Eric as his escort. Reporting live, Emma Benson for KSL 5 News.
Wow, that was a miraculous recovery. Emma, great story. Thank you.